Hey guys, it's your boy V back with more Motivated content. And if you know Hope has been in the meta for the ABX, now it's time for Alliance Battle Legend testing with these two paywall characters we recently got for the Hero You Mutant Female Day Alliance Battle Legend. Now let's just see what we can do with Hope. I have actually basically 3 runs to show you in this run. We have a mighty CDP of Rage built Hope Summers right now. Rogue on this account is brilliant, so I'm gonna do something weird with that. Also, Storm also is a part of the equation. We will see about that. So I'm gonna show you 3 runs. First of all, I'm gonna show you Hope Summers solo run with a Mighty Rage. Then I'm gonna show you this team up because Hope Summers gives you 30% of physical attack. Although it doesn't really matter, but Storm's passive applies to a rogue which is elemental type, although Storm's passive uh, does not apply to Hope Summers. That's why we will make one more change. Except instead of Storm paywall uniform, we will be going with the Dazzler uniform, which gives mutants 65% damage dealt to boss types as well as the 70% ignored dodge, which should help. So Dazzle on this account has a mighty CTP of an insight. Storm doesn't have any, so whenever we use the Storm, Hope Summers, and Rogue team up, we will be not having any insight on the team up. Let me just show you the builds of the character, and then we'll go for swap plays because I think swap play is kind of becoming a trend once again. This is how the Hope Summers build looks like. This is how her build looks like. She's obviously a brilliant rage character right now. Storm has a mighty judgment, but she has only support value. Let me just show you the cards and let me just show you the swords that we have. And this is what we will be playing with tonight in today's video. So let's just dive right into it. So first of all, it's shock season. Hope does have all the cancels. Not the cancel. I think she doesn't have fracture or snare. One of them. I forgot which one was that. But it is shock season and she can easily cancel on her own. She doesn't need any help for any other character. So before that and before what I'm showing you right now, why I'm showing you is Rogue is still better than Hope Summers. That's for fact, just to let you guys know. Rogue is still the meta, which is the newest paywall character. Storm, although has been 1.5 years old and kind of has become obsolete, she's still very useful for Storm. For the shock season, other seasons shock Storm actually has to swap to Polaris or other characters to cancel. That's why I feel you might have more value in this one. And this is the best season for Storm. So if these characters come closer to Storm in this season, they will surely get either same or beat Storm on the next seasons to come, like Snare and Fracture. So that's how it should be going. Now, before I move on, one more thing. Like she is very easy to use. Yes, I told you guys the same thing in that Alliance Battle Extreme video that she's scoring way more. She replaced so many metas from the combat female, and now she's here to claim basically more of her uses in the Alliance Battle Legend meta as well. So Storm has been the paywall uniform. Rogue has been the paywall uniform. Now Hope Summers, I know it's an expensive crystal ball character that we get for the deluxe pack. It's 1100 crystals extra compared to what you get with like Magneto or Psylocke, but I think she is absolutely worth it. None of the characters that we got through deluxe pack have this much value in PvE. Honestly, when Magneto came, he was okay, he was good, but honestly he was not overpowered until he got a uniform. And Hope Summers doesn't even have accumulation. All those characters except Psylocke were very hard to use. They have been like Moonstone meta and stuff like that, but she shined and her time is gone. And I think it's Hope Summers' time, and she might provide the exact same value to you in terms of what Moonstone provided. One more thing, except for the Moonstone scenario, yes, she is not gonna be OP or any really good for World Boss Legend. I think that's because she's missing the damage accumulation on the skills, and that's why she's not OP or something in World Boss Legend, and that's how it goes. I'm gonna wait for the Transcend skill rotation. I know, yeah, you could probably try and play better, but I thought that this would be the best play to try it out. You can basically get 3 to like 4 rotations almost of Hope Summers in this phase. The reason is the cooldown on the skill is very low, and that's why she works very well. So you can see about almost 10 million hitting with Mighty Rage she is scoring as good as Storm Paywall uniform with a Mighty Rage without the theme. Now, let's try something freaky. So this is the swap play. Okay, swap play is back in the business, guys, and that's how it plays. So we have Mighty Insight on Dazzler. We are doing Hope Summer's leadership, which is 30% of physical attack to mutant types. And then we have Rogue, which obviously is mutant and is the best character. What we'll do is we will use Hope Summers to cancel on the rower tiles. Okay, now we will be switching to Hope. Right here I'm going to switch. Then I'm going to go the Transcend skill rotation. A little bit delayed on the third skill because I want to guarantee the cancel. Because the awakened skill of Hope is so short, you can easily swap back to Rogue without delaying or anything like that. So this kind of gave me the best score overall the play. I have not tried. Maybe I could try the Hope Summer's last awakened skill in the very end, 4 or 5 seconds, because she needs about like 4 seconds to finish the whole awakened rotation. So she's very swap friendly, I would say. But that's how it goes. I just see. This was not like, this was only like 1 or 2 runs. I only did like 1 runs each with this team up, so these scores can absolutely be improved. I think I made a mistake right here. Like maybe I might have missed the tier 3 skill damage from Rogue because he kind of, I think because of striking, Surtur actually dashed out of that area. But I think it's okay. Like most of the skill, everything was done. It was just the tier 3 skill, but it could make a difference. Absolutely. And it's much easier to play compared to Rogue solo. It's much easier to play compared to Storm solo. And Hope Summers absolutely makes it very, very easy. One more, I'm gonna use one rotation. It might seem like I'm gonna kind of waste of this whole rotation and damage, but I need to do this because I will start after the swap with the tier 3 rotation. So we go again, Hope Summers, Transcend rotation, cancel the rover, and then right here, switch back. Now yes, Rogue can strike for Hope Summers sometimes, but it's okay. She only strike for like half a second, 1 second, so you don't lose much time even if she swaps back. It's best obviously if she does not, and you can just swap back to Rogue as soon as your awakened skill is done, but still alright. Now for the whole part we will be going for Rogue solo once again. Now again, I could try Rogue's rotation or maybe Hope's rotation right at the very end, in the end, like maybe triple swap, basically 3 times the awakened skill. But I have not tried that. Maybe you guys can give it a shot. Now the phase ball was a bit far, so I had to run to get it. This is not exactly the ideal situation. Ideal situation is basically when you have very close, or you basically collect with the rotation. Usually that doesn't happen with Rogue because second skill collect is not that good, and I'm not exactly sure how much of a difference it actually can make. Anyways, we will be making about 13, just over 13 million. This run could have been better without the strike and everything, so that's about it. Just over 13 million. Now we try Storm support. Now do make sure to notice that Storm does not have an insight at all, so you can easily add about 500k score to this current score that we're getting at, probably at 500k I think, once you have insight on this team. Rogue also, Storm does not buff Hope Summers because Hope is a physical attack character, not an elemental character, so she's only buffing Rogue right now. And somehow, like you would see, somehow this is as good as the Dazzler support. We tried it actually on the Rogue solo runs before. Storm support somehow is just about the same as Dazzler support, although Dazzler is 65% damage to boss and Storm is only 55 elemental. But it seems that the elemental damage from Storm is worth more compared to the boss damage, which is really exciting. And actually it might also make sense because Robbie Reyes actually has been beating White Fox when you use him with Ghost Rider, just because of the artifact which gives you, I think, fire resist and fire damage. So it is safe to say that the elemental damage buff for the elemental damage meta is probably better in most of these cases compared to the boss damage or villain damage supports that we have, which is still nice. Like maybe they could just give Dazzler a uniform later down the line, and we will see how it goes. So 7.6 million after the phase, which is not too bad at all. Ghost Rider absolutely is in the meta for sure, so we will see how that rolls. The good thing is that Hope Summer swap makes it very easy to play. So I'm pretty happy that we actually got this. Now, this might be something if you are able to get the 4 skill damage or this rotation damage with your like rogue. I think you might be able to score maybe 100k 200k extra, but it's very hard, it's very tight, so it's hard to exactly say how much of a difference this can actually make to your gameplay wise, but we will see about how it rolls out. And we go right here. Now maybe I might be missing some damage because third skill is a stationary skills, and when Surtur dashes you lose damage. So probably you can make improvement to this run. These were only first runs each, one run each for each team, and absolutely improvements can be made, tweaks can be made for a better score later down the line. But it is for sure better than better than Storm solo, better than Hope solo, and better than Rogue solo. So the swap is the best at the moment, and it feels like probably, as you can see with the score, Storm team is scoring as good as the Dazzler team without the insight, and the Dazzler team actually had a mighty insight on that team up. So still we are doing about the same as that team up. Now the conclusion I can make is Storm is still in the meta. If you have a CDP of Insight on Storm, you will be able to get your best score with Rogue team up, and Hope Summer's meta is also here. Swap play is the best. So now Hope Summer's become the combat female meta, combat hero meta with Moon Knight as a swap play, hero mutant female meta with the Rogue swap play, and Storm becomes the best CTP of Insight character. So I don't know if that is not worth the 7,700 crystals. Yes, it's expensive, but a Deluxe pack, just like every other Deluxe pack character, none of the Deluxe pack character apart from maybe Moonstone provided this much value when they just arrive into the game. So that is just insane. And Storm, still, I really hope Dazzler gets a uniform and replaces Storm in the meta, because I would really love that. And hopefully that happens very, very soon. So this team up will be the best. If you put an Insight, the score will definitely go up in this team up. But if you don't have the Storm's paywall uniform, then you can just go with Dazzler. If you don't have Rogue and Storm paywall uniform, both of them, you can just go for Hope solo. So she will do about the same as Storm's paywall uniform. Let me know what you think about the video. Let me know what you think about this team up and this whole meta clingy thing going on. Swap play is back in the meta, and I think it will definitely continue with the upcoming updates as well. Do give this video a like if you did enjoy this. Also subscribe to the channel if you already have not. And as always, if you do enjoy the content, I hope to see you again.